Okay, on this video I'm going to talk about VAR. It's going to talk about using HP for the good guy and HP for the bad guy. Let me demonstrate and then I'll explain. So you can see here the bad guy's hitting me. I'm going to shoot him and then I die. And the same thing's going to happen if I shoot him. He's going to die too. Alright, so this is what's happening here. So in the good guy, I have a crate. Then over here I have a coded sheet from the coded tab. And it states good underscore HP equals 10. Now, could have it set up where it's just saying HP equals 10, but I have the bad guy set up with HP equals 5. So you got to make sure you change it for both characters. You can't have both. You can't have HP equals 10 for good guy and then HP equals 5 for the bad guy, because Game Maker will get kind of confused with that, and you have to have differences. So for the good guy I have good underscore HP. For the bad guy I just have HP equals 5. So if you change it here for the good guy, you also have to change it in the collision event with the bad guy hitting you too. So what I mean by that is that it's good underscore HP equals good underscore HP minus 1. So you got to repeat the process. You got to stay consistent. You can't just have HP equals good. HP minus 1. It's got to be consistent. So whatever you have in the crate right here has to be the same as when you're getting hit by the weapon in this location. Otherwise Game Maker will throw an error up because it's not consistent. So here I have good underscore HP equals good underscore HP minus 1. So what's happening here is every time the bad guy's hitting the good guy, then his power is being lowered by 1. And then if good underscore HP is less than 0, then he's going to switch to the good guy getting hit and flashing, and then it's going to basically destroy the bad guy weapon, and it's also going to switch the good guy to blinking, and then it's going to time out and the game's going to end. So that's what's happening here. So once he has no more health, then the good guy's going to switch to getting hit and blinking a couple of seconds, and then the game's going to end, and it's also going to destroy the bad guy weapon as well when it hits my character, because you don't want the bad guy weapon to go through the character, because then he'll die just like that, because the weapon's going through the characters very slowly, and it's really lowering the good guy's health to 0. So you want to make sure you destroy the bad guy weapon as well, so it's only going to hit him one time. So that's what's happening here in this location. Then when I press enter, when my guy presses enter, then he's going to shoot out a fireball, and then it's going to originate at the y-axis at -30. So I'm pretty much shooting the fireball in the middle of my character toward the bad guy. That's what's happening. This is what that means right here. The speed is going to be at 15, so that's how fast the fireball is going. The direction is at 0 because he wants to shoot from left to right, and then you want to set it to relative. Now for the fireball here, for the good guy, it's right here. I just made it depth at -2 in the edit. This did a modify mask to precise, so it's only going to be in this location right here, where the guy's going to get hit, the bad guy's going to get hit, and that's it. Then I'm moving up and down using the keyboard. So he's going up 10 speed, going down 10 speed, And then you have a release, which doesn't do anything. Direction middle, speed 0. Same thing with down release, nothing. Always set it to self. My depth's at minus 3, and the fireball is at minus 2 because you want to have the fireball go behind my character, not in front of it. Then, let's see, talked about all that. Okay, then in my character getting hit, so once I die, I'm going to end up blinking kind of quick there. And like I said, I have all my character as well as this getting hit character set to centered. Origins 50, Y is 50, X is 50. Then after 10 milliseconds, it's going to destroy. So the image that's blinking is going to be destroyed, and it's going to end game. And then the same thing's going to happen for the bad guy. When he blinks, it's centered 50-50. And then, like I said, the same thing's going to happen at 10 milliseconds. It's going to destroy the bad guy, set to self, and it's going to end game. Depth minus 3. Now for the bad guy, I have several pieces here. He's going up at 10 speed, and then he's going to shoot his fireball out, which is a different fireball, which is this green one here. Alright, so it's set to minus 30, which is going to be kind of centered for the bad guy, but when he's moving kind of fast up and down, it's going to look like he's not really shooting in the middle. I mean, it's just how it is because he's moving kind of fast. So you can change the Y to a different location. Maybe you want to set it to minus 10 or something. So when he's moving kind of quick up and down, he's shooting in a different location, which could be more in the middle because he's going so quick. The green fireball that's going to hit me is set to 15 speed, and then the direction is 180, so it's going to go the opposite way, so it's going to go from right to left. My character, my fireball goes from left to right, and then his is going to go from right to left, so that's why it's set to 180. And then you set it to relative, so it's going to originate from the character and then hit me. If you don't have that checked, then it's going to shoot somewhere else other than my character, and that's not what you want. All right, and then you have alarm set to 20 milliseconds, and then he's going to switch to going down. So he's going to fire moving up, and then it's going to set to alarm after fire going up for 20 milliseconds. It's going to switch to him going down and say yes. Make sure that you have the bad guy going up. Make sure it's set to parent. You want to make sure it's parented to the main character, which has the HP in it, and I'll explain that in a minute. Because if you don't have that set to parent, then the fireball that I shoot out is not going to affect him at all. Alright, so talked about the up, now we talk about the down. So he's going down at 10 speed, then he's going to be shooting the same fireball out, same direction. You could change this if you wanted to. You could change this direction to something else like 90. 90 would be shooting up. 270, I believe, will be shooting down. And then you could also change the speed. You could change the speed to 20 instead of 15. You could also change the location of where he's going to fire the weapon at. So this is very universal right here, because you're using the Create Moves instance, which is in the main 1 tab here. and dragging it over. So after 15 milliseconds, it's going to switch into the bad guy, the original bad guy, which has the HP in it. Make sure you set the parent to the original bad guy. Now we're going to talk about the bad guy. So in the bad guy, we have it set to HP 5. So you could change this to 15 if you wanted to, or whatever. And then he's going to stay stationary. He's not going to be moving when he fires his weapon. So it should be firing in the middle because he's not moving. He's not moving fast, so it should shoot, right in the middle for the most part. Then after 10 milliseconds, then it's going to switch. Then he's going to switch to going up. But before he does that switch, he's going to fire another weapon. Same speed, same direction, same location, relative. Then, like I said, after 10 milliseconds, he's going to switch up, he's going to switch going up, set the performance, yes. Then he's going to get, if he gets hit, then his HP is going to be lowered. So now here, so you have HP equals HP minus 1. So make sure that that information there is the same that it's applied to the crate. HP. So if he gets hit, then he's going to lose 1 health. Then when he's at 0, he's going to change to bad guy he's going to switch to blinking, and then make sure that sets to true, and then it's going to destroy my fireball when I hit him. And like I said, you have to make sure that the bad guy up and the bad guy down is parented to this object bad guy, because what's going to happen is that's going to apply to the other images. So that's why you don't have to do a collision with the bad guy up and the bad guy down, because you parent it to this main image of the bad guy. So you're not doing double work, and you're also not having to do a crate and doing the HP equals 5 too. And you don't drag that into. Do not drag this code into the bad guy up and the bad guy down, because that means basically he's giving him more health too, and you're doing double work. And basically you just have to link your up and your down bad guy to your main character, which is parenting the images. That's what pretty much is doing it. When you parent the images, you're linking it to this main bad guy here, parenting this to the main bad guy here, the up and the down, so that way the HP is going to work for all images, which is the HP 5. Alright, and then like I said, each time I hit him, his power is going to be drained. HP goes to HP 5, HP 4, HP 3 to 4, 2 to 1, and then 0, and then he's going to blink to the bad guy and then set that to true, and you're also going to destroy my fireball shooting at him. And then the collision I have right here in this location, so it's not going to just my fireball is not going to come right here and just blink right off. It's going to go in him a little bit and then blink off. I got the same collision set on my character too. Yep, so it's going to happen right here, because the fireball is going to come in this direction and hit me. It's going to go behind my character a little bit and then be destroyed. He goes behind my character because the fireball is at -2 and I'm at -3 depth. And then the bad guy, when he hits this yellow line, it's going to jump to the main screen again. So the yellow line I'm talking about is this line here and this line here. I just dragged it out. Like I said, I just went to my image here and it was a square like that, and just dragged it out. You can do that with Studios, drag it out, so it takes less space. You have a small image, you can just drag it out, and then I just copied that, Control C, Control V, and I'll copy and paste this, and I just made another one. So when the bad guy hits this line here, he'll jump back to this spot right here. Goes down here and hits this line, he'll jump back to this spot right here originally. That's where he originally started, is in the middle, so that's what it's saying. So when he hits this yellow line, he'll jump back to this location here. The jump back to start position, and I got this in the jump location here. You could do a random jump if you wanted to. Set it to 0, 0, and basically what's happening is that when you hit that line, he'll go anywhere. He'll jump anywhere in the location. He won't just jump back in the start position. He'll jump anywhere. And that's pretty much it here. Other than that, like I said, the bad guy gone. Yeah, I already talked about that. He blinks and then is destroyed, and then the game ends. Now I have noticed with GameMaker with the HP, I set this to 10, and when he shoots the fireball at me, it seems like it doesn't really hit up to 10 before I die. It seems like he hits me 5 times and then I die. So you may have to change these numbers to, like, I don't know, like make the HP for the good guy 20 instead of 10. So then when the bad guy shoots me, then it's actually equaling 10, and then I'm dying. So it's kind of weird how GameMaker has that set up, but so you could change this number to 30, and then when he hits me, it'll seem like, okay, now he's hitting me at 10. So you might have to play around with the numbers. I don't know why it's set up like that, but 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. See, 15 hits. I don't know why. So I set this to 30, but then it's basically doing half of that. So if I do 10, then I'm only going to get hit 5 times. It seems like it's kind of weird. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. I don't know. See, you have to play around with the numbers there, because that's kind of weird. I noticed that. So if you want your good guy to last longer, you have to change these numbers to a higher number. Like you just saw it. Like I had this set to 30, and then it took like 15 hits, and then I died. So it should be 30, but it does half of that. So you would probably have to do the same thing with the bad guy. If you want the bad guy to last longer, you would have to go into the bad guy image and change this HP to like a higher number, like 15 or something, or like 100 or something like that, if you want him to last longer. So that's kind of odd. That's one thing I noticed with GameMaker. It's kind of there's a flaw there a little bit, but I know definitely you want to make sure that you don't have the same thing set up. So if the bad guy has HP, you want to make sure that the good guy has something different. Make sure it's not the same, because then you'll have an interference with GameMaker, and there'll be some kind of error, or you'll die a lot quicker for some reason. So make sure, because what I mean by that is, like, if I have HP and he has HP and I shoot him, it's kind of like shooting me too, and I'll die faster. So that's why make sure you change the HP to a different naming convention, and make sure it's the same. Make sure it's the same here too. It's got to match. If I set it here for good _ HP, it's got to be the same in the crate as good _ HP. Because if you have the same HP, if I have HP for good guy and the HP equals 10 here, and then HP is in this location too, and the bad guy has the same thing, HP and HP in the fire location. Like I said, when I shoot my fireball out, then it's like hitting me, and I end up dying quicker because then he'll shoot at me and I'll get hit. I shoot at him, I feel like I'm getting hit and he's getting hit, and I die faster. So make sure you change the naming convention for both characters, or just for one character anyways. Alright, thanks for watching.